Today I want to talk about my two favorite sports, basketball and mixed martial arts, MMA. Well, I believe that basketball translates over into mixed martial arts better than any sport. I can give you a couple examples of fighters that are actually very, very good that started in basketball. Sean O'Malley, Corey Sandhagen, and what's the other guy? Jamal Hill. Okay, so three guys. Two of them have become champion. One fought for the title, I believe. Did Corey Sandhagen fight for the title? Maybe he did, maybe he didn't. But he's been up in the high in the rankings. So why does basketball translate into MMA? Well, one of the skills that you need to have if you want to be good at basketball. Now, I'm also talking about people that probably good at basketball. If you were trash at basketball and you just played, that's different. What I'm talking about is someone that was skilled, had promise in basketball. The skills translate over is because if I'm playing basketball, I have to read and react what the defense tells me one-on-one with someone right in front of me. If I'm playing and I have someone in front of me and I jab step and they don't go, all right? They don't go with my fake, then I might go the next time because they're not moving with me. If they do move with me, we say hand down, man down, we're gonna shoot. So if they bring their hands down, I can jab and then I can come back and shoot. So it's this little dance that you have in between the offensive player and the defensive player. Well, that's just like fighting. I have to fake, maybe, I have to jab, I have to get you distracted, and I have to come over the top, or I have to leg kick, boom, all right, hands up, take down. So with mixed martial arts and MMA, there's this reading and reacting to what does my defender, what does my opponent give me, and what am I going to do for my attack. And basketball is a game that is played not just with your hands, it's played with your feet as well. You can't take 50 million, like I can't catch the ball and just start running with it like in football. Okay, I have to dribble the ball. So I have to be coordinated enough to be able to move my feet and move my hands. There's lots of technicalities and things like that in basketball. Even when I'm playing defense, if I want to steal the ball, I can't just smack you in the face. I have to be accurate with this ball that's moving. So if I want to be accurate, hit you in the chin, hit you in the stomach, okay? Come over the top, hit you in the ear. If I want to be very, very accurate with my hand movements, using my footwork, okay? We have to have really good footwork in basketball. You have to have really good footwork in mixed martial arts. Those two things go hand in hand. Upper, lower, footwork, moving, reading, reacting. So people talk about what's the best space for MMA. Might be basketball. So for me, I look at guys that are, really, really smooth, really, really athletic, and they have this translating, over into basketball. Now, you might say, JD, I've seen some of these basketball players get into fights in the games. They can't do anything. Well, of course, if you've never trained, you've never trained. They're two completely different sports. But what I'm saying is if you took these basketball players and you taught them some of this fighting stuff, I think that they would, not only would they pick it up quick, but I think they would be very, very successful. Now, why will you never see that? Is because if I play basketball and I'm terrible, I can have $1 million contract just for sitting on the bench every single year. And if I'm really good, I can get hundreds of millions of dollars. Whereas in MMA, the only people that make a ton of money are a few selected stars. And even then, their reign might only be for a couple of years. So I don't think that you'll see that crossover. But if you're someone that maybe has some talent in the sport, but you're not that big, you're good at basketball, but you're not that big. Okay, you're 5'6", or you're 5'10", or you're 6 foot tall, and you're just getting beat down by guys who are 6'5". You might think, whoa, maybe I can take those skills, and I'm starting to realize that I'm not fulfilling my potential in high school. I can then take my skills and go into an MMA gym and test, see what's going on there. I think that is a good crossover. It's a good base, I guess you could say. What's the best base for MMA? Because of the skills that you have to have, especially one-on-one. My favorite thing about basketball was playing one-on-one. Me and my friend would play, and we would make all these different games that we would have to play for one-on-one. And my reactions and my timing and the way that I move, okay, I know that if I was, going to start, I do mess around with the bag and things like that. If I have an opponent in front of me, I can react a lot better than most people. Now, it's not to say that I'm some incredible fighter. I wouldn't know, because I don't want to get in any fights, and I don't want to take any MMA. I don't want to take any MMA fight, and try some amateur thing. But what I'm saying is the skills are very similar, and the hand-eye coordination, the foot coordination, the footwork that goes along with it, I think those translate very well. And again, I've got 3 really good examples. Two of them were champions: Jamal Hill, Sean O'Malley, and then Corey Sandhagen. I'm sure there's other guys who played basketball in their youth that ended up going into mixed martial arts, and in this case the UFC. But my 2 favorite sports, I think they have a crossover. And what do you think? Okay, that's all I got for you today. Thank you.